Hello and welcome to a night of esports down at Saginaw Valley State University. This is our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate A team going against Wilkes University's blue team in the first round of playoffs.
Yep. I do believe that our A teams one of our several teams that made this round of playoffs along with I believe our A and C team of Rocket League. I know for sure. I'm not B
B
and
and C
C?
team.
B and C. I stand corrected. B and C of Rocket Team. I know our C team was popping off this semester. They were doing so good.
Yeah, I believe we ended up with what was the number? 6 out of our 13 teams here ended up making it to playoffs, just under half, which is always nice to
I mean,
see.
13 can't be half.
Close enough.
You know, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's really good numbers, though, indeed.
Yeah. All really solid teams that made it, too.
Yeah. No, it's really like I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like I like seeing our team do good. Like even though we're not on all these teams, like just watching SVSU do so well is like really exciting.
Yeah, we love to see it.
And it looks like we are still deciding bans for tonight's stages. Um, looks like Saginaw Valley is banning first, I do believe.
Banning Smashville, pretty common. Does not look like the Gentleman's Pokemon Stadium 2 is happening. So we will be going with the 1-2 pick.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like the opposing team isn't quite able to get into the arena quite yet. So there's going to be a few more minutes before we're able to start watching some competition go down. That just means more time to listen to us talk.
Always fun.
My favorite thing to do, really.
We could do
honestly.
it for hours.
It's kind of bad.
Hopefully this match goes for hours.
I don't know. Hopefully it's a really quick match because we just kind of do really well. That's the hope every time we go into a match. But I do love a good 5-game set.
Yeah. Last stock goes all the way.
Yeah. No, I love seeing those matches. But, you know me, I'm always rooting for our team. So, looks like they got their technical difficulties figured out. Hopefully we will be starting soon. I got nothing else to say really about this.
I mean, yeah, I guess let's just talk about stage bans. So we had previously banned Smashville, and now Wilkes Blue is banning Town and City and Battlefield. Looks like a lot of people don't want to play with a lot of platforms.
Makes me sad because I really like playing Town City. Town City is one of my favorite stages.
It's a fun one. Personally, all of the counter pick stages are fun for me. And we did end up with the Pokemon Stadium 2 pick.
Gentleman's PS2, basically. Just took a little roundabout.
Yeah, a little more complication. And here we are jumping into round 1.
And we have Aquatic with his Captain Falcon going against their Ness. And I always like seeing Aquatic like go with Falcon. It's fun to like watch him cook.
Oh,
I mean, it goes with any of our A team members, but I play against him like maybe the most often this semester of all of them. So
definitely
I see him.
Same here.
I see him cook a lot.
The flow he has with this character is genuinely amazing. It's always so much fun to watch him play. He has his character down at this point past a science, and it should be considered art. It's always.
It's the little terrifying though when you
scary.
ask him a question and then he breaks down like frame by frame basis of everything that his character can and can't do. Yeah, he has it down. Like organization's his thing with this character.
Looks like he is struggling with this nest so far though. Okay, it is first stock still. Sitting at 161.
And that back throw would kill. Yes, his back throw is one of the most satisfying things in this game for me to watch. It's just go and you're gone. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay then. Has some up air strings going on. Looks like he's fishing for an up smash.
At 90, that would definitely kill.
Yep,
For sure.
with how strong it is and how light Ness is.
Yeah.
Some just general. Oh, that won't quite yet do it. We're seeing the. He's looking for it though.
There and the Nair too.
That will do it. Still a very even matchup. Anyone's game for this first base dogs. You just see some general like scrapping going around between two fighters trying to get in.
Yeah, sadly, Captain Falcon does struggle against all these burst multi-hit options paired with usually PK Fire. Not the most original Ness I've ever seen.
But PK Fire is a good move and for good reason.
Yeah, oh wow, that Nair 2 into knee.
Knee.
Or Nair 1 into knee.
I don't know, I always, in my brain, I think of it as Falcon's lightning kick that Zelda has. But I believe stronger, I'm not quite sure on that.
It's quite a bit stronger.
Yeah, but it's a whole lot harder to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that back throw does kill.
That back throw comes out again.
One stock match right here, both at 0.
A little bit of a rough start for Aquai, but he seems to be bringing it back. Just some general neutral play and scrapping going down here.
Lots of really quick footsies.
Oh.
Really fun to watch, and he pulls off a quick 60% right there.
Oh, that. Nice. Nice little
great knee, and he's dead right here.
Literally a lot of things are killed at this percentage right now for the net.
Yeah.
Just get him off the stage and off the screen.
123. Leaves him with a lot of options.
Oh, that PK fired. The back, no, that won't quite do it.
We get it back there, and there's the up smash. He was fishing for it earlier. He came back for seconds later.
Yep, no.
That was a great first game, and they are down 1 player.
Nope, the beginning was a little rough for Aquag, and I was like, I'm not concerned, but I'm like, I know, like, yeah, he's good, and he brought that back really nicely. Nope, that was a good match between the two. I don't know who they all have in the roster. I know the guys are talking about it, and they're talking about the matchups and how they feel about what each matchup they have, but we don't necessarily know the order of who's coming out in what order. We just have a vague idea of who's on their team. And just interesting to watch them see and like formulate a game plan based off like what limited information we do have on them. And the score currently, I do believe, is 9-10 right now.
Yeah. Moving on to their next player. I am curious who they're going to throw out. I believe they'd mentioned that there was a Kazuya Pokemon Trainer Pack player. A lot of characters.
That's
a lot of versatility there.
And I know PT and Pack aren't characters you see tons.
Yeah.
They really aren't. You see Kazuya in some competitions because he's Kazuya. Need I say more?
Right. And really, really good character there too. And then I believe I heard something about it, Samus.
Ooh.
Based on scouting.
Yep. Like I don't remember characters, but like I remember they were talking about this.
Yeah.
But a wide range of players they can throw at SVSU today. And we are still going through bans and stage picks.
Yep. Next up, they are sending a player under the name of Cheese Toast.
I love that tag. It's beautiful.
Isn't that also just open face grilled cheese?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it could be, but toast just means it's bread that's been extra cooked. It could be two bread put together that's extra cooked. It could be an actual grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Or
We banned Final Destination, Hollow Bastion, and Smashville. Um, leaves some really interesting stages for
and we're back
converting.
at PS2 that stage, and just have
There's
this
there's no
history.
point talking about the other ones. We're probably gonna see this almost every round.
It's a good stage for a reason.
Yeah, it's seen as the most neutral stage in the game.
Generally doesn't favor any character tons over another.
Yeah. Uh, Now right here, Aquatic does have to lose 2 of his stocks and then go into Samus with all 3.
It'll be interesting to see how. Oh, I think there he goes.
Always fun to watch their new ways to SD.
Yes. Some of them don't have a really good method, and they just kind of flow aimlessly and like.
I don't have much with PK personally, so it.
Oh, I got stuff with Bayo.
Right, you have all your interesting side B stuff. For me, it's like
Just fall.
jump off, angle flat, maybe up B and go towards the sides.
Just finding this like different ways to solve this with SD. It's not much, but it's our little conversation.
Oh,
And
and
looks
there
like
comes
the
a combo.
up air chains. Oh, nope. Didn't quite get them all out, but he did get a good amount of damage on there. Oh. And Aquatic is going for the edge guard.
Lots of good poke damage here.
Yes, yeah.
Sitting at 110 with Samus. Deadly with Samus. Honestly, obnoxious weight. Not too much will kill.
He's going to probably near like just a raw smash attack or a backyard at this point.
Probably. Sitting at 124. Oh, that Nair definitely would have killed if both hits had connected.
There, yeah.
And there goes the stock, down smash from across stage. Love to see that.
Yes. No, Samus never seems like she would actually be a heavy, but yeah, lo and behold, like,
Oh, she's heavier than the
and with
character
the
who is
spike,
too big.
and with the spike, Aquatic has taken 2 stocks now off of the Samus player.
Absolutely amazing match for him right here. Playing as explosive as always. Not giving this Samus any space to breathe.
Kind of what you have to play with as Falcon though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have tons of tools, and like if I'm what I'm aware of, to get in, and just has to have constant pressure and mix-ups to be able to land hits.
Yeah, that's no goal.
That's most characters, but like you have characters like Samus.
That charge shot could have been curtains. Looking at 177 for Aquatic here.
Good,
But
that's
Samus
a
is
lot.
probably at like 1 solid combo away from.
Or just 1 solid hit at this point.
Yeah.
Not near 200%. Not
Sitting at
tons
90
won't
now.
kill.
Trying to bait out.
Oh.
And the
Oh.
down B.
Oh,
And that's gonna take it.
The up B does it.
That was an absolutely amazing match, or a round from Aquatic. Very explosive gameplay, as always. Did not give Samus an inch to breathe.
I mean, but that's kind of how you have to deal with the character.
Yeah, played that matchup
Play it
perfectly.
Because like if Samus can't get you out, then she doesn't have tons to get her space back. Like
Yeah.
it's just the characters, what the zoners have to deal with. But props to the Samus player for doing what they did. They got 200% on Aquatic, and they
Did
were
struggle to kill.
just 1 hit away from killing.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I do that a lot. I can get people like lightweights up to 200+%. I'm like, can't do much about that.
Right.
It's just
Especially with the amount of multi hits that you have, those just stop connecting.
yeah, With Bayo combos start breaking down at those percents. I'm like, well, I need a raw hit at this point.
Just throw out a smash attack. Maybe it'll work.
No, no, thank you. Wilkes looks like they're sending in their PT trainer now, as well as going back to PS2.
No, that's from
Is
the
oh,
previous round.
excuse me for that.
Still-
I can't read.
Still waiting for Aquatic bans right now. Still not too important to read.
You know, so optional skill in life.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have
Same bands as last round.
as Smashville and Hollow Bastion. I honestly really like Hollow Bastion. I know it's a whole lot like Smashville, but it's so much prettier than Smashville. You just like float through it like castle. I'm like, ooh, pretty.
Yeah. And now we are going to Battlefield for this round.
Interesting. No more PS2 for us today. For this match.
Guarantee it comes back in like
Probably.
5 minutes.
Probably after this match, we might go right back to PS2.
Yeah.
You know, PT isn't a character that I see tons of, and I'm not sure why exactly that is, but hopefully, like, you know, when you see a character that isn't common, like, it's fun to see them like cook and see what weird jank they have to do. Characters I feel like PT just demand a lot of training because they are
very complicated character because sadly you don't learn one set of combos.
You have 3.
You have 3 plus if you get really good. There's stuff with
combos with the character switch.
Yeah. Which adds so much complexity to this character.
We have a really excellent Shulk player on our team, and he has
the down air.
Do it. That's unfortunate for Aquatic and SVSU, but we are up 3 stocks.
Yep. Yeah, it's still 9-6.
9-6. Again, I can't math and I can't read. This is a bad day.
How did you get into college?
I'm not sure. Not gonna lie. No. PT is such a cool character, and our Shulk player is like, he says he has 5 characters in one, and we're like, how Shulk's arts work, he basically is. And it's not the exact same thing as PT, but like he does do combos where he switch between arts, and he's like another character at that point. I'm like, I don't know,
right.
man.
You have to learn so much for matchups.
Especially with like characters like Shulk and PT and Aegis.
Yeah.
But those characters, if you learn them, they're really cool and really scary. Just because they, in theory, have all weaknesses covered.
Alright, looks like SVSU is sending in Puff, our Kirby player.
The pink ball of death.
And the bands are FD, Town City, and Kalos.
We're going Smashville.
Interesting. Personally, I'm always sad to see Kalos banned.
I like Kalos.
It's a really unique stage, being the only one that has like actual walls in the current format. We did have, what was it, Yoshi's Story, I believe, before, which also gave us walls, but that stage was banned.
Story is fun. I know in some circuits, Yoshi's Story and Lilac Cruise are legal stages, and they have the weird aspect of Yoshi's Story not only having walls, but being stages that have a tilt to them.
Slight slants on the legend.
Which brings a little of interestingness to the play, but our stages are all flat. Oh, and we see the pink ball just going right in there.
Yeah, playing nice and aggressive on both fronts here.
Well, Ivysaur's up here and down are just absolutely massive. It's nasty to see them. I'm like, why does it feel the need to be like twice the size of Ivysaur?
Yeah. Ivysaur's got a bunch of wild hitboxes.
Yeah. But, you know, that's okay. The character's still very cool.
Yeah. Also, I do not remember the name of this song, but this is probably my favorite song from Animal Crossing.
I saw something called Bubblegum when it popped up.
Okay, yeah, it's Bubblegum KK then.
Okay.
Such a fun song. From the coolest musician dog I've ever seen.
You see tons?
Yeah, several.
Oh, and that downer will take a stock again.
Such a big, strong bot right there.
So good at catching tons of recoveries.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like there's a large chunk of recoveries that just can't handle it.
Because it handles the two framing with teleports like Paula, Kano's, and Zelda's.
Yeah.
But PT has now changed to Charizard, which is a character in my experience has obnoxiously big hitboxes as well.
Yeah, and fast like that up smash.
No reason.
No, Charizard makes a lot more sense than Ivysaur.
True. Oh,
oh wow.
This fight.
And he wasn't able to take him down with him.
That's unfortunate.
Absolutely hate to see it. Really good gameplay from the Pokemon trainer for sure, though. Solid spikes, solid kills everywhere.
I mean, I just remember the two, and both of them were spikes.
Yeah.
I don't remember the third, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was a spike as well. And with that, we are now tied 6-6 for SVSU and Wilkes. And they are SVSU is sending in Shunned Sage.
Absolutely amazing Kazuya here. Hopefully he can take out this Pokemon trainer. I believe he was saying that he felt... I don't remember what was said about the PT. I kind of forgot that one existed. There was some conversation about it. Once again, banning FD, Town and City, and Kalos Pokemon League, sadly.
I'll say it again. If you don't have a wall cling, I mean, you can still get some cool stuff off the walls.
I mean, I played Donkey Kong. It's my favorite stage in the game. It forces low recoveries to go just vertically.
Instead of under the stage.
I go down air.
Well, I like it because Bayo has a wall cling, so I just cling there, and I'm like, what you doing? I'm just chilling here. And it's kind of funny.
Going to Hollow Bastion.
Not PS4. Wasn't be PS2, but Hollow Bastion's another one of those stages that I don't see often in tons of competitive play. Probably because of just the massive platform that it has on top of it.
Yeah, the big center plat definitely adjusts the gameplay flow. Heavies are insane on it, so I am interested in seeing the Charizard here, along with the Ivysaur is going to have a lot of hitboxes that are really fast and can reach up there.
Yeah. But we'll see what Kazuya can do, because I know laser is a really good tool at just like racking up damage from far away.
Yeah. And right into it. Because both these players are still at all three of their styles. Very quick. 60% off that combo. Squirtle.
Squirtle combos are something else. He's just so fast and like,
The fact that he's so small also makes it so hard to hit him out of
it. But the good news about Squirtle being so small is that his hitboxes are also small.
Right.
He
has really tight combos that, like, if you miss a gap or something, it's gonna be really punishing because you're stuck in your...
But if you don't miss that gap, his combos are devastating.
Yeah.
Like, dear lord, they're nasty. Oh, looks like Charizard. You're going to assume he hit a back air?
Probably.
Just from the end animation?
Yeah, and that's most of their game plan.
Because that back air has so much range and can kill so early.
Oh, and the beat spot on that does still kill. Hitting at 160 on Charizard, 173, 186.
You know, that'll do it.
That's the most.
Oh!
There's the up B.
You know, that'll do it.
Yeah. That was like the correct two. Oh.
Oh my. Oh, and that
happens.
That does happen. Those moves are really atrocious. Just
like you're not expecting them. They're really hard to deal with.
Yeah, like, and if you don't have a good recovery, then like it really hurts. And looks like the Squirrel is trying to go for that again.
That still hit from behind. Oh,
Fine whip.
Silence is it's a really fast kill option, and I I might be wrong on this, but I believe you can angle it.
You can't.
You can. I believe
Oh.
you have about a 60-degree range there.
Right.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Especially with how many vertically sending hitboxes the character already has.
Like up air and
Up air being
down air
massive.
aren't good enough for you. You need more.
Yeah.
Somehow. SVSU down to our last player of the set.
Yeah. Wonder who we're sending in. Most likely Risky Boy, I'm going to assume.
Could be Risky, could be Ross. Both of them are excellent players.
We'll see. Ross, our Falco player.
Like, I know he's like absolutely insane. Like,
I've been playing against him. I was one of the first people to play against him this semester. It was genuinely scary.
I've never played against him, and honestly, I'm kind of grateful because that way I still have something to resemble an ego.
Yeah. Playing Falco. Falco players are always made fun of for having cutscene combos instead of anything interesting to sit there and watch.
But you know
he
what?
Definitely craps you in them, but he does them cool. I don't know what's different from the clips I see on Twitter, but the Twitter clips aren't as cool as his casual game.
Maybe because you just see it in person, like, ooh.
That's a good point. Seeing a combo in person will always does usually have a little bit more of an effect on you.
Yeah. And we're going back into the match with this PT trainer. PT trainer has to SD once.
Sadly, just once. We gotta have what, 5 take? I'm curious on the ruling with how
the characters.
Yeah, with how character works. You have to SD, so you have to rotate your character selection.
Yeah.
I'm curious if there's a rule on you have to start with Squirtle. Can't you also pick which one in the character select screen?
Because I know with Aegis you can pick if you want Pyro or Mithra.
Yeah.
I believe you can do the same with PT. But that is interesting. I mean, it would make sense if you would have to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not sure if it's all that big of a deal. I mean, in high level, I'm sure it is because every second counts.
Yeah. Does Aegis automatically swap on death? Like
no.
Pokemon Trainer? Okay.
No. Aegis keeps whatever character you're currently playing, and you got KO dash.
Okay.
So if you got
I think that's something that's completely unique to Pokemon Trainer. I don't think Zelda Sheik used to swap on death either.
Okay.
I'm not
never
too confident.
Played Brawl or Melee, so I'm not 100% certain how those characters. I know. Okay, if I was gonna play those two games, it would be because of Zelda and Sheik being together.
I have some bad news for you. In Melee, Zelda's not very good.
Yeah, I like Zelda better than Sheik. I don't know, range. But I digress.
Yeah.
Working off topic here.
I think that's enough on other transformation characters. We got one that's really cool on screen already. That swap there. The interesting thing with Pokemon Trainer is the stall in the air, because Aegis doesn't have too much of a stall in the air.
I don't think
and
back air.
There we go.
Ron's taking 2 stocks and yet losing none of his own. SVSU is back even in the game.
Yeah, 3-3.
This will be interesting how things shake down.
Yeah. I'm curious who they send. I believe next we're gonna see that Kazuya.
That we heard about earlier.
Yeah, Kazuya Pac-Man. Who was the third?
Kazuya Pac-Man PT.
PT. So that was probably that player that we just saw actually.
Game & Watch.
Sending in Game & Watch. Oh wow.
Oh, left field. I didn't even know they had one of those.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick there.
Game & Watch is really cool, and he's just a funny little guy. Like, what's not to love?
Yeah. Definitely a strange character. Can
I
do anything
I'm
sometimes.
really glad though with Nintendo's decision of bringing him back from his really sad iteration in the previous games. He wasn't even a fully fleshed out character. Like I remember like his shield doesn't even cover him. He can get shield poke instantly
Really?
at full shield.
That's
Yeah, he wasn't good. I believe
in which game?
his first game that I think
Melee.
Melee. I get
He's also the last character unlock.
yeah, I
He's
think he's
our bans here are Smashville, Kalos, and FD. Again, they keep banning Kalos. Hate to see it. But yeah, I believe Game and Watch in Melee was just poorly put
yeah,
together.
because that game has such a short development time.
13 months. That is insane.
Insane.
You don't see that from any games right now.
Like even like the massive AAA studio games that are trying to put out I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, cash grab games. Like they're going to fix it with patches and DLC.
Yeah.
Like you don't see 13 months development time for those games.
No, they just like with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they needed an extra 9 months to push out 2 DLC packs.
Yeah.
Or I think it was even a full year.
Yeah. And we have the Teal Game & Watch.
Honestly, I think it's probably the best alt. It's the only one that feels like it's got something interesting going to me.
I like the purple one. I am a sucker for purple though.
Is it a later purple? Because there's the dark red one. That one looks too similar to the original skin.
Yeah, there is like a nice maroon coloration.
This one's nice because it stands out like crazy too. A lot easier to walk in.
Something I like looking for in the skins I pick for my character is, can I see her when I'm flying about the screen?
Yeah.
And with Theo, she has enough of her red highlights that I'm like, yeah, I know where she's at.
Yeah, for me, I use the 6th color for every character.
The Silver Gorilla.
Yeah, it's 3 taps of the left trigger on character select. Because when I was having a name crisis, I still wanted to not use the original skin. Also, not put the effort in to pick my favorite skin for every character.
Ooh, and the berry with the forward tilt.
Solid down.
Oh, and the Game & Watch did not recover. Still a close match though for SVSU and Wilkes.
Yeah, right here, Ross realistically is probably dead to any large attack here. I think forward air would be somewhat safe, but
or the
F tilt. It's such a fast move.
Yeah.
Spot dodge F tilt.
My issue with Game & Watch is because of how he's animated. I have a hard time reading movements from him.
Yeah,
I'm like
he looks funky.
Like he does like 1, 2, 3, and then he's like has an attack out. It takes like say 10 frames, but I only see 3.
Right, yeah. Because I think that Game & Watch is a really neat character. Because
the back air does it for us.
Wow, yeah, that was down air, back air.
I believe so.
Always a solid option.
I was too busy talking, not enough looking.
Game & Watch's design is really interesting because all of his moves are referencing one of the many little handhelds.
I love those little handhelds.
Yeah, back when they released the Mario and Zelda ones, I almost bought both of them. I don't currently own either of them, but I will eventually. And I also do want to get my hands on a couple of old Game & Watches, purely because they're cool looking.
I was like, I'm not sure if I'll ever like own an old Game & Watch, but you know, the fact that they exist does make me happy.
Yeah. And also, the story of their development was literally, blanking on the name. A Nintendo exec was back air. Oh wow.
Back air almost.
Please
killed,
hold.
but just not quite.
I have to do my job for a second.
Yes,
Can't just talk Game & Watch.
Oh. Come on, Ross. He's going for the throw. Nope.
Down throw there.
Oh,
and the down smash.
Smash.
Doesn't quite kill.
Do it.
Hit him with a couple of lasers.
Game & Watch this one.
He's dead to forward air. That's a great way to close that one out.
That was beautiful stocks from Ross. Not gonna lie, like.
Yeah, we were entirely talking off topic for
We
most of it.
were actually watching the game, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was so locked in. I just completely separate train of thought. I'll be entirely honest.
I don't know. It's just like I see this bird dancing across the screen with this blue man.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay then.
Combo, then another combo. And
Nope.
it's beautiful the entire time.
Yes. Yes, yes. Nope. And we are going to set 2. I have nothing else to say off of that. That's the fact. That's just a statement.
Right, yeah. I think while we wait, we are allowed to discuss how the Game & Watch came to be. A Nintendo exec was simply on the train and saw a man sitting there playing on his calculator because he was bored, because what else do you do on a train in the 80s?
Newspaper, Sudoku, crossword.
Those all cost money.
And
Not
a
much.
Calculator doesn't?
Right, yeah.
Okay, valid, okay.
Right. If a calculator is able to entertain you, that is truly infinite fun.
You know what? Okay, I can see it.
Sudoku, you run out of. You got to pay for newspaper every morning, and what if you're late for the train? You don't got time for newspaper.
If you're late for the train, you
Calculator
have bigger
time.
issues.
Probably. And then that led to the Game & Watch, including both a game and a watch.
Practical.
Yeah, and really interesting naming there.
So original. So
Right,
unique.
they couldn't think of anything else because that is truly perfect.
It's
I
like
guess.
the GameCube.
Right.
Being a game is being a cube that can game.
DS standing for dual
Dual
screen.
screen.
That was one that I didn't know until I was way older than I should have been.
Like that's something I knew. I grew up in the DS era. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my original DS.
I'm not old enough to be a Game Boy person. I'm a DS kid.
Yeah, I think I was the Christmas right before I turned 5, I believe. I got mine.
I feel like I'm like about 6.
It was actually the green DSi that they did that year for a Christmas exclusive.
Oh.
Which is neat. They made way too many of them because everyone and their mother was casually going to the grocery store and coming back home with the DS at the time.
I mean, because they weren't that expensive.
They were so cheap. Yeah.
Like Nintendo knew what they were doing when they made the DS.
When I'm home with both of mine, there's 4 DSs in my house. Only 2 of which are ever getting used. Both of which are mine.
Yeah. My first DS was the DS Lite, which I will maintain, besides the 3DS, is the best DS. For the sole reason it can play Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my hands on a DS Lite eventually because I do miss that functionality. I miss it despite never having it personally.
Yeah.
I completely forgot where I was going. We got a Bowser going.
We got
in.
Bowser going in here.
Looks like we are sending in.
I don't remember his tag. He keeps changing it.
Yeah. Assistance. Sad boy.
It's still Sad Boy. Okay.
Okay, so it is in fact Sad
Sad
boy,
boy.
at least to stream.
This-
Best Bowser in the state, of course.
I mean, we're not going to say that is by default, but
it might be by default.
he's still the best in the state. But his Bowser is honestly really scary.
It's so much fun to watch play.
Because you don't think good, you think heavy.
Right. You think mid to low tier,
Yeah.
sometimes bottom tier.
Because we have Ganondorf, thanks to that reputation drop.
Yeah. I also think the highest tier heavy is actually Incineroar, sitting at I think it's low B.
Yeah.
Nice.
Incineroar is the highest tier heavy. Sad Boy will contest that though. He's like, nah, no way. Oh, the back air almost killing.
And the forward air.
Bear does it.
But we love to see such a strong character. Heaviest in the game. Of course he needed strong attacks.
Massive hitboxes and a
Everywhere.
massive hurt box.
Yeah.
Like he takes up a quarter of the stage and he goes, "Grr." I'm like, okay. I don't have to consider left dwarf here, but and that nest back here at it again.
Yeah, this is pretty even right here. Though sadly because of just how strong Bowser is,
And how light nest
that's
is.
kill percent already.
I mean, if he gets a slightly charged
I don't think he needs charge off of
Really?
Yeah, they are ridiculously powerful.
I know I thought Ness is Ness lightweight or midweight? Or does it not matter this time?
I'm gonna be honest, it just might not matter. I'm pretty sure I was playing him earlier. I'm pretty sure I died or like 40.
With DK?
Not as DK, I don't remember who I was playing, but I wasn't too light. But I like died, kill sparks and everything. I'm like,
oh, that would do it. Taking the stock.
Yeah, that was what, down air, correct?
I
Upside
don't know
turtle.
Bowser's moveset well enough, but I can assume his down air.
Yeah, he has two drops, down air and down B. I can never tell.
Down B's the stomach down, and down air might be the shell.
Yes, down air is the shell.
I don't know. If you say
that would have killed. Like that would have been a closed stock. Oh, the parry!
And then back air does it again.
Bro.
Yes. Words are hard today. I'm lucky that I'm operating as a human today. Let's be real here.
Once again, how did he get admitted into college?
I mean, they like my essays.
They like my essays.
I just
had to text to speech them all.
No, that wouldn't work either. No. Oh, and the back throw. I got it.
He said it right.
Back throw. Look at me go. Aren't you proud?
Oh, and
going for
yet another back throw.
It's a good option he has. It
Sadly, it is.
It's fast and it kills. Oh, and this does it. Nope.
No.
Not quite.
That is a deceptively like.
Oh,
yo-yo off ledge.
After being very off track in that match.
Yeah. I think they picked the wrong casters tonight. We cannot talk.
We
can
keep
talk
on
Smash
topic.
like crazy. That's a good point. I did volunteer.
I got asked, "Do you want to cast?" I'm like, "Okay, I guess I can do that."
They ended up with a couple people who can talk Smash Bros. Just not the Smash that's on the screen.
Yeah.
We can talk anything else.
I always like.
Sad Boy says the parry was respectable.
Okay.
It is a very respectable parry. I personally always go for it. But also playing a heavy, getting my shield broken at 0 is fairly safe still.
See, I play as one of the lightest characters in the game. I believe, if my numbers are correct,
You're a feather with hair, essentially.
Mostly. She's 14th lightest in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, I die at, like, 70, and that's normal. And I need to get you up to 200 to get you into the blast zone.
Right. Or land some stupid stuff where I just can't recover. But
that's hard.
That's easier said than done.
But yeah, lightweights are fun. Lightweights do make up most of the meta. Well,
yeah, a lot of it.
Midweights and lightweights.
Mid to low, yeah.
And that's how heavies just kind of come in and like break the game a little bit, because you don't launch them nearly as far, and they can launch you very far.
Right, yeah. Like 1 or 2 stray hits from a Bowser. There goes the stock.
Yes. And
they're able to be comboed forever. But you sadly do need to combo them forever for it to be worth much.
Yeah. I mean, with combo-intensive characters, it's fine. For other characters, I know like Sheik. Sheik has a good combo game, but dear lord, Sheik is lighter than Bayo, and Sheik, yeah. I'm sorry, Sheik players, you have it rough.
Yeah.
Like, you have the sauce like no one else, but you have it rough.
Yeah, so we are sending in Sun Sage as Kazuya once again. Up. And going town and city. This is the first time we're seeing this stage tonight, I believe.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw Smash Build.
The man behind the monitor agrees with us. That's good.
Right. Usually that's what you're here for, to know what's happening.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just smile and nod. Well, smiling and nodding still. Even if you can't see it, you know we are.
Left some subtitles on there, smiling and nodding off camera.
And then Ness has
Oh,
to
the
take
movement.
2 of his stocks. The mind games this man plays.
Oh, probably did not intend to turn that around, but it still was a safe option.
He didn't get punished, so it's not bad. And I can't lie, I still don't understand how Kazuya works. In general.
Yeah, no. So right now, I'm about to start getting into fighting games for real. I'm building my own box controller and everything. You've heard plenty about it. There's people watching who haven't.
I have heard a lot about this box controller.
Yeah, I actively have my box in the room. It is a Papa John's pizza box, of course. What else would it be?
If it works, don't knock it.
Right. And I'm like, I want to try Tekken, but it's really
rude here. We need to talk about Smash.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Kazuya is the hardest character in Tekken, and that translates over to Smash really well. He is by far the most difficult character to learn in that game, especially if you don't already have experience. And more than half of his kit in Smash comes from Tekken.
Oh, damn.
And that kills.
And
I did make it around. I told you I
did
would.
make it around. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I thought he was going to go on a really long tangent.
No, it's essentially Kazuya's stupid in his game, leaving Kazuya stupid in this game.
Yeah.
Because sadly, you need to break your wrist to play.
Basically, yeah, no. Words aren't coming to the brain. Yeah, no, Kazuya, I don't know anything about the character. I just know Silly Man Go Burr, with demon lasers and demon wings. That's all I really know.
Essentially.
From the sounds of it, he sounds a lot like Peach, where players can get carpal tunnel because of her float cancels. And both of them, because of their stupidity, are stupid to play against because they can just 0 to death combos are a thing with them.
Yeah. I know about that much, plus like 2 Kazuya inputs because he's got his
Fighting
funny
game inputs.
he's got all those. Like if he lets go a crouch and then it's he has a stun punch. It's a close range. I know that it's not the best option, but when it works really well because he has 2 stun options. The other one's just really slow.
Okay.
He also, if you go forward twice and attack, it's an overhead kick that reflects. It's the strongest reflector in the game.
Oh, I thought that was Minions Up Smash.
I'm pretty sure it's Kazuya, who feels like the wrong character for that to go on to.
It really does. I don't like this in the slightest.
I hear
noises.
the next round starting.
I hear a squirrel coming out.
There's the squirrel.
I don't.
Small battlefield.
This is the same DT crown that was really excellent in the last set.
Yeah, there's the stun right there. It's
nasty.
It is release crouch punch, and it's really strong. He also has his hold down jab, 100 punch combo. I think is along the lines of what it's called. It's one of his most iconic moves. He has a tap back in A. Is like a mid kick that's pretty powerful. I don't quite see the kill option. He has that.
Oh, okay then.
So you can tell that this character costs $5.99 because when he takes enough damage, he makes sure to
Demon Drive.
Yeah, he gets some random mechanic that just completely ignores the rules of the rest of the cast.
Honestly, I like Demon Drive much better than Go Meter with parry.
Oh, Go Meter. I think it's a neat concept. It's a little much.
It is a little much. I do like Demon Drive that you have a few chances to get this super strong attack out.
Yeah.
But Go Meter does not go away. And it's a lot to deal with.
And it also actually has the downside of you can only use it on the ground.
Demon Drive?
Go Meter can only be used on the ground. Whereas I believe he can snag you with down B with Demon Drive and still get it no matter where you are. Which is a fun mix-up. It's essentially a grab in the air.
Now, does Demon Drive ever have a time limit that it expires by?
I believe it's either got a time limit or a damage limit, where if you take enough damage, it will go away.
Oh, that will do it.
There goes their Charizard. Bless you.
I'm sorry. You're back now.
Oh, someone's on Octopath Traveler.
It looks like Eric, but I could be pronouncing that wrong. There's lots of dots around that E, R, and C. I hope you're having fun with Octopath Traveler, whoever you are.
Apparently. Yeah.
It's, they have really good music. That's what I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have some music in my playlist.
I can't tell you about a lot of games, but I can tell you about a lot of game soundtracks. Mostly because they pop up in my Spotify feed. I'm like, ooh, listen.
Spotify shows me the wrong ones that I don't want to listen to.
Oh, and we have Demon Drive back now on the couch.
And he just runs in for it.
You know what? Gutsy. I'll mean.
That was into. Oh, there's.
It's a shield break. This is unfortunate for us.
There it goes.
But that was a much better game with Sage and the People's Trainer.
Yeah.
Compared to the last game that they had.
Right.
Which was unfortunate for SVSU.
Yeah. That's a really good PT. He definitely knows what he's doing with all three of the characters. He also knows how to play into the gimmicks that they all have, because all three of them have something stupid going on.
They all have.
Squirtle, super fast, plus has spray.
And has good combos.
Yeah. Ivysaur, up air, down air, up B.
Good range, good combo game.
Yeah. Charizard, heavy.
And speed and range.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look like he'll be that fast, but then
yeah.
I'm not saying he's speedy, but for a heavy,
he's fairly speedy.
For a heavy, he's really speedy.
Yeah, based on the rest of his stats, feels like they upped the speed a little bit too much.
But again, with dance character, if you will, or a character like that has to change characters, you do have to give some glaring weaknesses to each character to make them balanced.
Yeah.
And you know, it's something that they do, and I feel like they did a really good job with the rhythm in this game, with Aegis getting a little too much love, but I heard someone say this once that E.T. and Shulk feel like 2/3 of a character, each individual aspect of them.
Yeah.
And that Aegis just feels like 90% of a character.
And here we go, sending in Ross as Falco once again. So far we've seen Sad Boy, Sun Sage,
Aquatic.
this round.
Oh, this round.
Ross. So we have 6. How many of? What? 6, 7, down by a stock at the moment.
But hopefully soon to be rectified with Ross.
Hopefully. Especially
with the Falco combos.
Yeah, so many bread and butters right there. Recently I've been playing a bunch of Falco, so a lot of, like, I've been trying to watch him play a little bit more, because he's got a really consistent Falco, and there goes his stock to a back air, sadly. But Ross is a really good fundamental Falco.
That back air not quite killing, but got really close.
Really close.
It is a heavy, and with good DI, he would survive a lot.
Oh, the runoff nair.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get the stock.
Yeah, that was really good. I expected him to take some damage off that. I'm gonna be honest.
Sadly, that doesn't mean anything going to the next game.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it would really suck if you had to get to the damage percentage you were at in the previous game.
Right. Played more like Squad Strike. Yeah. Yes.
I'll nod.
That.
Yes. I'm hitting a wheel. Okay.
The silly little side mode that they tossed into this game, where you can play with multiple different characters, each one getting a stock.
I like it. I think it's fun. I do it for funsies.
Yeah.
I take every character that I can somewhat kind of sort of know how to play. I'm like, and you're there, and you're there, and go.
Yeah, which we are actually running Squad Strike as a side bracket this weekend at Saginaw Smashdown.
And shameless plug about Saturday Night Smashdown, if you will.
This Saturday, I believe at 6 p.m. In the alumni lounge here on campus. Open bracket to anyone, no charge. Running singles. I believe an amateur bracket for those who don't make top 8, and a side smashdown bracket or squad strike bracket is always fun to see.
Doors open at 6 p.m. and tournament starts at 7. We are also celebrating Risky Boy's birthday that day, so come and say happy birthday to him. It'll make his day.
Yeah. Because it's his birthday, he actually got to pick the side event and did choose to run Squad Strike, which is always a fun one.
It fits him. I feel like it fits his character.
Yeah. I'm curious to see who he plays in it, though.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we still got, 4 or 5 days?
It's only Tuesday today.
Right, I know.
It's only Tuesday. I keep thinking today's Thursday. I'm like, we're almost, no.
My classes keep getting canceled this week, so I'm like, I've gone to a class this week.
I don't want to hear it.
Come on!
I've had all my classes, and I have work, and like nothing gets canceled for me, so it's okay. But I do get due days keep being pushed back, so I can't complain about that.
Oh, that's always nice.
And we are seeing this Game & Watch back again. This is the same matchup we saw with Frost, and I don't know this Game & Watch's name, but he is a good player.
Mr. Freeze the Game & Watch.
You know, it makes sense with the blue skin now.
Yeah, that...
Everything's clicking into place.
Mm-hmm. He also probably fishes for 8s more than 9s. Mooch the Pokemon trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
With the up throw bear right in there.
Oh, yeah. So this is one of my biggest hot takes. Smash players are bad at coming up with tags.
I'm really proud of my tag, not gonna lie.
It's nice and simple.
Yours is just all...
Mine's a lot of letters. I'm gonna be so real. Right. Yeah, I get complimented on mine all the time because it stands out. In a list, I'm usually doubling second place's length. There goes an up smash from Ross right there. But yeah, no, a lot of Smash players don't know how to come up with tags, and I think it's especially worse because since we're not a team-based game, your tag just being a word, you can't say, oh, it's this player who plays with this player. I am
this player who mains this character.
Whereas, if we look at like any other game, it's like you can list the entire Faker with T1. Same here. Yeah, I know. I love T1. Cool org. Faker's the only one I know, sadly.
And we have some good, just good neutral scramble situations here. No player really... Oh! I spoke too soon! Ross with the up smash.
I was looking at the frame data. What? That is a really fast up smash. It's like, I think it's single digits, which, I mean...
Dang, son!
Yeah, is ridiculous.
Oh, and I believe up smash from Game & Watch. We talked about this earlier, how I can't tell what moves are his or what because of his animation, so take it as you will. But it was a good option from the Game & Watch player to take that stock. Oh, and Ross is cooking here. He's looking for, I believe, a combo star. I mean, that's what I would be looking for, but...
Essentially, that didn't vary. I guess he was off the ground right there. Essentially, right here, any of his tilts, any grab, those will all set up into something.
Yes.
And right here, I think he's looking for most likely a back air, or depending on positioning, a forward air would also work. And most likely an air. 82 is Game & Watch.
That's not a pretty percent to be seen after Game & Watch.
No,
Game & Watch, one of the lighter characters in Smash.
The forward throw there.
Oh, and the up B from Game Watch catching the jump. Oh, and the up air will take that stock.
Neutral air.
That was neutral air.
Yeah,
That's
it's one of its spin moves.
It's
What is Smash without?
Right, there's very few characters that don't have one. Fun fact, Game & Watch is one of the very few that doesn't. How does a two-dimensional figure spin?
I'm still confused at how that's considered.
That's a roll.
Neutral air.
There's a difference between a roll and a spin.
He spins in the on the Y and
No,
X
that's a
axis.
Sonic has
is-
everything
spin. Like even his forward air, I believe he could go. He's a corkscrew.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So up smash. It is frame 7, and it is solid hitboxes until frame 20. It's
That's
two separate hits
atrocious.
too. So technically you can fall out of it if you're hit all the way on top.
Is it Link?
Yeah. Yep. Really well. It's an insane move with lots of kill power.
Why? Okay. I'm used to things being like near 20 frames to come out for Smash.
Yep.
But then again, I'm also used to mine covering like a quarter of the stage.
His smash attacks not very big. It does hit above plat though.
Which is
We love to
a
see
massive
that.
threat if you're above him.
Yep. They are sending in their Samus now.
Cheese
banning
toast.
Cheese toast with the Samus.
I love that tag. I'm not gonna.
That's a good one. This team has good tags. Yeah, some.
I mean,
Oatmeal the peak tag. Banning Kalos, Hound, and PS2. And we are off
Final
to FD.
Destination.
Sadly, don't think we're seeing Kalos tonight. Nobody
Sadness.
wants to play on it. Despite the fact that it's genuinely the coolest stage in the game.
I like it just because of the stained glass effect.
It's pretty.
I know. Hollows is up there with Hollow for me for like 30 stages in Smash.
Yeah. I mean, legal stages. At least.
Legals.
What? No, Kalos is
Pokemon.
Kalos Pokemon League.
Okay.
That's what, the Gen 5 stage?
Is that black and white?
No, that's
No, black and white you know
of,
about.
Kalos 5, there are 6.
X and Y.
Yes, I believe so.
That just got the
Can we get a
remastered
fact
announced.
check? Spin off.
Spin off.
You have a Google.
Oh, and that Ross taking that stock from the Samus player. Excellent playing from Ross, only taking 30% during that. We just see some interaction between the two.
Okay,
Ross
Kalos
throwing
is in fact Gen 6.
X and Y.
X and Y, yes. For some reason, I call Kalos Gen 5 really often because it feels too old to be anything after that. But I also know that Black and White is Unova.
I love Black and White. They were my first Pokemon game.
I don't know what was technically my first, but I played a lot of... I had White and I had Diamond. I played a lot of both of them. And now I own Diamond, Platinum, and White 2.
I was like, I have White 2 and Black, and I literally found them in a coat pocket from a garage sale I went to.
Oh, wow.
Yep, my mom brought home a coat, and she's like, I found some DS games you might like, and they're just
There goes
casually
the...
Pokemon games. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, when was this?
Long time
Okay.
ago. It's before they became really rare.
Right, yeah, because for a while I only owned the case and manual for White 2, and that was the most valuable game in my collection. Without the game in my collection.
I was like, it's insane how valuable they have become. I mean, they're good games. I really enjoyed them.
But sadly, it locks it out from me.
Oh, and
There's the 3 stock by Ross.
that was impressive. Taking only 80%. That was near immaculate gameplay.
Yeah, and that brings the score to...
2-0 in SVSU favor.
Did
If we
we
can do math, maybe
Yeah,
the Mantra
we-
probably can do math, but
We did in fact win.
I did win.
Okay.
Because I could. We won.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I just
general confusion in the stream room tonight.
yeah. Somehow it's Tuesday and it's already been a long week for all of us, it
It
sounds
seems
like.
it's been going on for 4 days.
Yeah. That was a great match.
That was amazing.
The casting was always talking about nothing but what was on screen. I
hope we
assure you.
entertained you though. Like, I had fun being here. I hope you had some fun listening to us ramble.
Yeah. About things purely on topic. 100%
Nothing ever off topic. We would never do that to you.
Right. Yeah.
Never.
So for the rest of this week, we have it is League B team tomorrow. Overwatch B team Thursday. Friday we have B and C from Rocket League all playing. Again, we had a lot of teams make it into playoffs this semester. So those are all going to be really big to see. So that's going to be all from us tonight.
That's
correct.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
We're signing off then,
yep.
I guess.
Have a great rest of your night.
Have fun. See you next week.